Now, it's over to Peter Webster. In the Sounds of Brass newsroom, for this week's latest Sounds of Brass news.
Hello and welcome to this week's weekly 15-minute catch-up of the latest stories, performances and personalities shaping the global brass band movement. I'm Peter and it's great to have you with me. Elgar International Festival of Brass announced it has been informed that preparations are now well in hand for the hosting of the 2026 Elgar International Festival of Brass, which this year will be held at the Royal Birmingham Conservatoire on Sunday the 7th of June. Tickets are now also on sale for the event, which features the current World, European and Belgium champion brass band Wildebroek, alongside the Black Dyke Band, Flowers Band and the Fordens Band. In addition, Besson artist David Childs will give a recital and masterclass. The festival director, Carol Crompton, commented by saying, "Our policy is to always feature the very best bands, and once again we feel we have done that with major championship winners in Wildebroek, the Black Dyke, the Flowers and the Fordens Band. We are also delighted that David Childs has accepted our invitation to be part of the event, adding yet another level of world-class inspiration and musicianship to our audience to enjoy." Carol also added by saying, "Our thanks also has to go out to the Royal Birmingham Conservatoire in welcoming us this year, opening a new and exciting chapter for an event which has already made a significant mark in the concert calendar. As an added bonus to the David Childs recital in the Bradshaw Hall, all festival ticket holders will be able to sign up for a free masterclass with David Childs to be staged in the recital hall during the day. The masterclass is open to any brass players. For further details and tickets, then go to www.eifob.org.uk. That's www.eifob.org.uk. The world-class Fordens Band is to perform in Market Drayton in Shropshire, England. Market Drayton audiences can look forward to a visit from the world-renowned Fordens Band when they return to the town next month. The internationally acclaimed Fordens Band will perform at the Festival Drayton Centre on Sunday, March the 22nd, 2026. Formed in 1902 as part of the Fordens Motor Works in Sandbach, the band has built a reputation as one of the more successful and enduring names in the brass banding world. Over more than a century, they have collected an impressive list of accolades, including multiple national championship titles, and in 2023 were crowned winners at the British Open, one of the most prestigious contests in the brass banding calendar. A spokesman for the Festival Drayton commented by saying, "The band makes a welcomed return to Market Drayton to provide a varied, entertaining programme with music to suit all tastes, which will also showcase the world-class soloists. For more information and details and where to buy tickets, then visit festivaldraytoncentre.com. That's festivaldraytoncentre.com. The The National Youth Brass Band of Great Britain will bring an evening of world-class music making to Leyburn this Easter when it performs its 2026 concert, New Horizons, at the Garden Rooms at Tennent's. Taking place on Saturday the 11th of April, the concert will feature more than 90 of the UK's most talented young brass and percussion players, showcasing the next generation of musicians at the highest of levels. The band will be conducted by world-renowned brass conductor Nicholas Childs, with a special appearance from guest soloists Mike Kavanagh, one of the country's leading baritone players and educators. Kavanagh is solo baritone with the internationally famous Black Dyke Band and a member of the award-winning A4 Brass Quartet. A major highlight of the evening will be the world premiere of a suite for brass by composer Andrea Price. The newly commissioned work is inspired by the music and humour of the late Victoria Wood, and is funded by the Victoria Wood Foundation, paying tribute to her long love of brass band music. The programme will also include Peter Graham's Concerto for Baritone, performed by Kavanagh, alongside music by leading composers including Paul Lovett-Cooper, Bruce Broughton and Edward Gregson. The New Horizons concert celebrates innovation, youth energy and musical excellence, reflecting the ethos of the National Youth Brass Band of Great Britain, which brings together outstanding young musicians from across the country. The performance will take place at the Gardens Room at Tennent's, with the concert running from 5 p.m. till 7 p.m. Tickets, which are priced at £17.50 for adults, with concessions available at £15 and free entry for under 18s, making the event accessible for families and the young music fans. Organisers commented by saying the concert promises to be an uplifting and inspiring evening, whether audiences are lifelong brass band enthusiasts or discovering the traditions of brass band music for the very first time. The National Champion Band of Great Britain, the Flowers Band, is hosting a major workshop and mass band concert in Ledbury of Hertfordshire, England, bringing together over 100 musicians. Taking place at John Masefield's School, the event will see Gloucestershire-based Flowers Band collaborating with the Workshop Band, featuring the Ledbury Town Band and local musicians. Players from various local bands will rehearse under the guidance of Flowers Band tutors before the evening's joint performance, which will conclude with over 100 musicians on stage. The concert, being held on Saturday the 21st of March at 7 p.m, will feature music ranging from film soundtracks, marches, original music for brass band to world-class soloists and much more. And now we're going to take a look at our featured story, which is Festivals on the Rise. This week's feature looks at the growing number of regional and national brass festivals emerging across the UK. Capital Promotions Limited, which owns and promotes the National Brass Band Championships of Great Britain, has announced that the Section 1 to 4 national finals will relocate from the Centre Cheltenham Racecourse to York Barbican Centre and will take place over the weekend of Saturday the 19th and Sunday the 20th of September 2026. Philip Morris, Managing Director of Capital Promotions, commented by saying the Capital Board of Directors has decided that York Barbican provides performers with prestigious professional facilities in a truly world-class live events environment, representing a significantly positive step for the national championships, its competing bands, supporters and audiences. It continued by saying, as part of its continuing guest, to present the best possible environment for the sections 1 to 4 national finals, Capital Promotions has explored a wide range of venues across the country, including universities that have proved unavailable due to clashes with mid-September academic term dates. The Barbican in the historic city of York will strengthen the national finals experience by offering everything that Section 1 to 4 national finalists, supporters and audiences deserve. A graphically central position in Great Britain, with broadly comparable travel distance from Cornwall and Scotland, an excellent city centre location serviced by strong transport links and outstanding modern technical infrastructure, professional production standards and audience comfort. Congratulations goes to University of Birmingham Music Society Brass Band on successfully defending the Unibrass Trophy, as well as the University of Nottingham Band on winning a first Unibrass Shield title. The 2026 Unibrass contest was a fabulous event held this year at the ICC in Newport, Wales. In addition to the high-quality competitive performances across the two sections, there was also a spectacular gala concert featuring Lewis Dowswell as a guest soloist and a gem of a performance from the South Wales Youth Band slotted in just ahead of the results. The crowd was highly appreciative and supportive of each other's efforts all day, but the true ethos of the event was summed up when the main auditorium filled up for the results and went wild for the youth band's programme. As the competitors cheered, sang along and even got up and danced, it left many people wondering why this isn't the case at every band competition. Unibrass really captured the spirits of the occasion and certainly set an inspirational benchmark for the rest of the movement. Congratulations to everybody involved. And finally, on this week's Brass Band News Catch-Up, regional roundup from here in the UK and around the world. The UK contest scene is buzzing and bands prepare for the regional championships. Several top section bands have announced new principal cornet and solo euphonium appointments, adding extra intrigue to this year's results. Meanwhile, grassroots initiatives continue to flourish, with training bands reporting record attendances. In Europe, in Scandinavia, national championships are underway, with Norwegian and Danish bands showcasing innovative programming and strong youth development. Switzerland's contest calendar remains packed, with several bands premiering new works by emerging composers. In North America, the North American Brass Band Championships are approaching, and bands across the US and Canada are deep in preparation. Growth continues in universities' affiliation ensembles, many of which are expanding their brass band offerings and commissioning new works. In Asia and Oceania, Japan's brass band culture remains strong, with several high-profile concerts selling out within hours. In Australia and New Zealand, preparations are underway for national contests, with adjudicators praising the technical and musical progress of bands across all grades. And finally, in Africa and South America, community-driven brass banding continues to expand, particularly in South Africa, where youth programs are transforming access to music education. In South America, several Salvation Army bands are collaborating with local schools to introduce brass instruments to new audiences. And that brings us to the end of this week's catch-up of the Brass Band and Brass Band Entertainment News. Thank you for joining me for this week's Brass Band World News. Whether you're listening at rehearsals, at home, or even on the road, it's a pleasure to share this time with you. Until next week, keep the music playing, keep the community strong, and keep celebrating the sounds of brass. And of course, let's keep brass banding alive here in the UK and from around the world. Until next time, from the Sounds of Brass newsroom, I'm Peter, and that was your weekly brass band entertainment, and of course, your brass band world news.